What's going on, guys? Freddie Finance here, and in this video I'm going to go over my best money saving tips and how I basically track every single dollar that I spend and invest, and how you can do it too. So the average millennial invests less than 10% of their annual income this year, but these money saving tips are going to show you guys how I am able to invest over 50% of my annual income and still have enough money left over to do the things I like. A lot of other financial gurus all over social media harp on paying yourself first. And what they mean by that is put money away towards either appreciating assets like investments or savings accounts to build your cash. Now, paying yourself 50% of your income is a lot, and I'm not saying you guys have to do that much. That is a personal choice. Everything with your money is a personal choice. What you decide to do with it is up to you. You work hard, you earned it, so you deserve to do what you want with it. But I hope this video really helps you figure out what you can do with your money to help grow it and save it. If you're new here and you like what you're hearing, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, please smash that like button. Now let's dive in. The first tip I tell anybody when they ask me how can they better manage their money is to create a budget. Budgeting allows you to create a plan for where your money's coming in and then where's it going. It ensures that you'll always have enough money for the things you need and the things that you want to do. It takes a lot of discipline, but it is so worth it to follow a budget because it'll get you to financial freedom much faster. Budgeting is probably the best way to ensure that you stay out of debt, and if you're currently in debt, it's probably the best way to make sure you can get out of it quicker. Also, creating a budget is honestly very empowering to know that you have such a grip on where your money's coming in and where your money's going, and it gives you a lot of peace of mind. So the way I create my budget is actually very simple. I use Excel, and I just have all my income sources and then literally all of my expenses. Side note, my investments are listed in my expenses. I like to personally do that. That's considered paying yourself first, but it's just an easier way for me to do it. And I'm gonna drop a link down below for you guys so you guys can download this yourself and plug in your numbers. But in terms of my expenses, I literally track everything in terms of cell phone payments to groceries to going out to the bars to buying clothes. It is literally, you guys will see it in the link. One of my old high school coaches told me, live your life by the 6 P's. And ever since I heard that, it's resonated in me ever since. The 6 P's are proper planning prevents piss poor performance. And creating your budget is the best way to plan for your money so you don't perform poorly with it. So my second money saving tip is to always make sure you have an emergency savings account. And this can be held at a high yielding savings accounts at different banks. Some of them offer up to 1 or maybe 2%, which is pretty good for a savings account. But your emergency savings account should be at least 3 to 6 months of your discretionary expenses. Discretionary expenses are your rent, food, gas, things you need to pay for to live. So if you're wondering how much should you save up, should it be 3 months of discretionary expenses? Should it be 4, 5, 6, 7? It all depends on your job security and how much money you're making. My third money saving tip is to lay out clear goals and desires with your money. You gotta work towards something, you gotta be motivated for something, so laying out clear goals and having clear desires with what you wanna do with your money will make this whole process of saving money, investing, learning a lot more fun because you're working for something that you don't have yet but wanna get. So if you guys are really getting some good value out of this so far, please do not forget to share this video to your friends and smash the like button. My fourth money saving tip is to automate all your expenses and all your investments. Nowadays, in regards to the investments, all these brokerages offer automation with your investments, and that's the best way to just not even think about it and just let it go in. The best way to do this is to dollar cost average into your investment portfolios. If you don't know what that is, here's a link to a video that kind of goes into it. So how it's set up personally for me is I have money coming in every month with my job and my other side hustles, but my investments are, again, a part of my expenses, but it's automated. So every time my money comes in each month, it's already going out to all the different sources that I invest through. And the beauty of me following my budget for a while is I have my cash position. So basically, everything that I have other than the expenses I'm tracking is getting thrown to investments. I have my bare minimum of 3 months of discretionary living expenses as my cash position, and then the rest of my money is going towards investments because I know that's the best way to achieve financial freedom is to put your money into assets that will grow in value versus cash, which doesn't grow in value. And especially with 20% of all the US dollars circulating have been printed this year. So whether we like it or not, inflation is bound to happen because there's just so much more dollars out there. And it's an even bigger reason to start investing as soon as you can. Another thing I like to think about when I'm putting my money away to investments is that once it's in that investment account, it's gone. But again, in the back of my mind, I know I'm putting it into an asset that is going to grow in value over time. So it just makes it easier for me to continue to do it and stay disciplined with it. My fifth money saving tip is in regards to your discretionary expenses, and that is to shop at wholesale clubs. I got a Costco membership and it is beyond worth it because I save so much money on my groceries, and whenever I want to buy other things like a TV, vitamins, or anything else, I save money on that as well. Another money saving tip that I use for discretionary expenses in terms of clothing is I shop at places like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I mean, I get Calvin Klein and really nice stuff for the low versus if I went to the actual retail store. My final money saving tip is to get a credit card as soon as you can. Having a credit card allows you to build your credit, so when you want to take a mortgage out on a house or a personal loan, you will get a better rate or more of a loan if you have good credit, and you earn cash back on all these credit cards. And some of these offer up to 3 to 5% on certain categories. And when you're paying with your debit card, you're not earning any cash back, you're just spending the cash. But when you use a credit card, you earn cash back and you build credit. So over the long term, that's going to save you money with that cash back, and it's going to save you money when you need to take a loan out so you don't have to use your own money. If you're worried that you're going to get into debt because you're not going to be able to pay off your credit card, that's the whole point of the budget, is that you're tracking everything, and if you're disciplined enough to follow it, you're not going to run into that problem. So those were Freddie Finance's best money saving tips that I can offer to you based on what I actually do day in and day out with my money. If you learned something new, got value out of that, please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be posting more content like this, personal finance related, investment related, millionaire mindset related. I'll see you guys next time.